Our reading lesson today is about the kitty cat rule. And I think when we're done talking about it, you might know why they call it the kitty cat rule. All right? Now it says, when you hear k, k at the beginning of a word, you have to look and listen to the vowel that comes after the k, k sound. All right, so if you see, if you hear the k sound, you're going to start the word with a C if the vowel that comes after the k sound is A, O, or U. If it's A, O, or U, then you're going to use a C. And what word starts with C? Yes, cat. Cat starts with C. Now, if you hear the k sound at the beginning of the word, you use a K for that sound if the vowel that comes after the k sound is an I or an E. All right, you use a K if the letter that comes after the k sound is an I or an E. And what do we call a little baby cat? It's called a kitty. A kitty or a kitten, but this says kitty. So now do you see why they call it the kitty cat rule? Yes, because look, kitty starts with K and cat starts with C, and they both make the k sound. K, kitty, and k, cat. Kitty starts with a K because look what comes right after kitty. The vowel sound is an I, isn't it? Look at k, k, I. If an I comes after the k sound, then you use a K. And cat, does that have an I or an E after the k sound? No, it doesn't have an I or an E, so you don't use a K. This time it has an A after the k sound, so you're going to use the letter C. All right, because you use C if the vowel sound after the k sound is A, O, or U. Now that sounds like a lot of information to keep straight, but you'll get used to it after we practice it for a while. And if you want to, well, before we do the back side of that sheet, let's look at some words together. What about the word kid? Kid. Do you hear the k sound? Yes, k, kid. But what vowel sound do you hear right after the k sound? Listen, k, kid. Oh, look, you hear an I, kid. So what are you going to start your word kid with? A C or a K? Right, you're going to start it with a K because kid looks like this. Kid. All right. Now, how about the word cup? Cup. Does it start with a C or does it start with a K? Well, let's look at our rule sheet here. Cup. What vowel sound do you hear after the k sound? I'll say it again. Cup. You hear a U. So then you know that cup is going to start with a C because the vowel sound that comes after the C is U. K, up. I'll show you. Here's how we write k, p, cup. All right, let's try another one. The word is, let's try Kim. Kim. What do you think? Is Kim a name? Yes. Kim is a name, so it's going to start with an uppercase K. But what are we... Oop, I gave it away. I said it's going to start with an uppercase K. How did I know that Kim is going to start with a K? What vowel sound do you hear right after K? Kim. Yeah, there's an I. Just like we had in kid. This is the word Kim. You hear that train going past my house? It's kind of loud, isn't it? All right, so this says Kim. How about the word cop? Cop. Sometimes we can call a policeman a cop. What do we use? A C or a K at the beginning of cop? Well, ask yourself, what vowel sound do you hear after the K sound? Listen, cop. Yes, it's an O. So if the vowel sound is an O, do we use a C for cop or a K? Look, there's the O, so we're going to use a C. And we're going to write cop like this. C-O-P. Whoops. Cop. All right. We're going to do one more just to practice. What about the word cast? Cast. Like if you break a bone, sometimes the doctor will put a cast on the broken part. You can have a cast on your arm or on your leg. So does cast start with a K or a C? Cast. You're right. It starts with a C because the vowel sound after the K is A. Cast. Cast. So it's a C. Well, I hope that helps you understand a little bit. You have to know your vowel sounds in order to know whether the word starts with a K or a C. But you'll get good at that as you practice. And now I want you to turn your kitty cat paper over like this. And now I want you to underline and loop the words on the paper, and I want you to loop the C or the K and the vowel that comes after it, okay? We'll do the first row together, like this. Ooh, can, cob, cub, and then a sight word, said. See how you do that? When you get to this row, you're going to underline and sound it out as you do it. Cop, kid, can, and the sight word to. Now I want you to finish the rest of this page, and I want you to practice reading these words. Practice reading them, sounding them out, putting the consonant, the vowel, and the consonant together. And it's going to have some of the sight words in it too. So that's good for you to practice. That's all you have to do for reading today. Finish up this sheet and read the words. Have fun!